Hello, how are you guys doing today? I'm getting ready to prep for my cash stuffing week or paycheck 2 of January. This is really new to me and I'm not even sure about the setup, but I figured since I've had a lot of new subscribers to my channel, and I kind of just want to show you guys how I budget my paycheck and how I then put everything in my sinking funds or challenges, because primarily I'm a cash tuffer that plays challenges and then at the end of the month reallocates my challenge money to sinking funds. So it's probably going to be a short video, but if you're new to me, my name is Miranda. This is Shades Budgets, and I'd love for you to stick around, see how I budget January paycheck number 2 for my household. All right, you guys, let me just start off by saying I typically do this off camera, but I saw Autumn at Restoration by Autumn doing this, and I was kind of already thinking about doing it, but I saw her and it just gave me a lot of courage. So I'm gonna go ahead and roll with it. I'll probably stumble through it. I'm not even sure how long this video will be. I'll link Autumn's down below so you can go check her out. Autumn, I hope you're not mad about it. It was a really good video. Thank you for doing that for us. But so let's dive right into it. How are you guys doing? It is Tuesday, so we technically don't get paid until tomorrow, but I always keep enough funds in our shared account for me to be able to pull at least what I need to do. What am I trying to say? It's okay. Sorry, this dog that we watch, he hasn't seen us in a little while because we've been house sitting. But anyways, what I'm trying to say is that I typically leave enough money in our shared account so that I can kind of cash stuff in advance if need be. So like, for example, the last week of videos, except for Sunday playing with friends, were kind of pre-filmed because I was essentially not at home, but I was right down the road. It was just easier for me to pack up the whole family and stay at my mom's, but instead of driving back and forth and wasting the gas. But so we technically don't get paid until tomorrow. So I will put the pay date as tomorrow and you'll be seeing the video tomorrow, Wednesday, but I'm filming it on Tuesday, the 14th. So, paycheck day would be 1/15 in the budgeting. I'm budgeting for week 3 and 4. So I am a bi-weekly budgeter. So my income how do I explain this? Maybe I'll do it this way because I kind of broke it down a little bit. My income was $15.10, and my husband, so we'll do mine. My husband gives me $355. I need whiteout. I don't own any, but I want some. I need whiteout. So my husband gives me $355 out of, let me zoom you guys in, out of each paycheck. You're wobbling. Wobble, baby, wobble, baby, wobble, baby, wobble. Out of each paycheck to cash stuff for like Christmas for the year, for his truck savings and other little miscellaneous things that we need. So that brings my total for my paycheck and his money that he gave me to, and I also had $70 rollover in my bank that I just kind of kept left as a buffer. So that leaves my paycheck or my earnings as $19.35. So I currently am not paying on any debt out of my paycheck. What I do is I play with the money and then I see what I can actually afford for debt at the end of the month. I currently, after you see this video, it'll be 2 credit cards now. But I only have 1 credit card I'm working on paying down, and I pay it in advance so that I'm kind of a month ahead, and that way I can see how much I can afford to pay off each month, if that makes sense. I did not start out that way. It took me a really long time to get where I'm at. And also my husband's paycheck and a majority of my paycheck go back into our shared account. So my debt, I'm going to, we'll just exit out debt for now. We're going to act like we're not doing anything with debt. You'll see later. But the bill that I do need to work on paying is my car payment. And that is, bleh, I don't even want to tell you. But I put $500 biweekly into a separate account so that I can follow that along. And then I'm also cash stuffing for my new car that I already purchased. And I'm trying to quarterly pay an additional car payment on it. I only have, I can't remember what the interest is. I think it's really, really slim. A 0.9 interest rate. It was really hard to pull off, but they were having a little thing. So I'm not really, it's debt. Yes, I owe the money for the car, but it's not as substantial to me as paying off a credit card that I have, because that interest is different. So my car payment is $500, and then I consider a bill putting money into our shared account. So we're going to put $600 of my money into the shared account. So we take our $1,935 and we remove $1,100, and that leaves me with $835. I actually only pulled out $826 to stuff, just because I could have swore that number was different. Let me recalculate that real quick. 835 is what it is. Well, I'm going to tell you right now, I only pulled out 826, but I do have some rollover from my wallet, and I'm going to pull that out of my wallet. It's actually in my car right now. I have to go get it, but I do have rollover. I have $40 worth of money still in my gas envelopes, and I'm not sure. I have to look at my credit cards to see if that money has already been used, if that makes sense. I haven't had to drive anywhere in a couple weeks, so I'm not sure if, I know I didn't fill up in the last 2 weeks, but I can't remember if I filled up prior to that, and this money's for that. It's really unusual for me to have rollover gas money. So we're just going to say that we have an additional $40. So that means that we would have $875 going into our sinking funds. But because I'm really gonna, I'll put $875, what I budgeted, but we actually only have $826 because that's what I pulled out of the bank, plus $40. So we're gonna be budgeting, or our actual amount's gonna be $866, and that's what I'm gonna show you really quickly that I break down. One sec. All right, so what we're going to do first is we are going to put, we're going to set aside for our minis $80, and that's bi-weekly, so we'll be doing $40 per pay period. Then we are going to have a total of, I'm not sure I'll be using all of this, and you'll see in my cash stuffing video how things go, but I have a challenge. It's listed down in my Ko-fi shop. It's a Super Bowl game that I'm trying to play each time I get paid to help kind of beef up our Super Bowl category in one of my envelopes. I love football. I'm a football galley, so I want all of the money in there. Sorry about that. Kids, I seriously feel like they don't listen at all. I don't know. I'm not to get too personal, but I'm feeling very defeated as a mother these days. And yeah. Anyways, okay. So $20 for Super Bowl. And then I am putting up group play and my box that I'm using. Nori and Budget with PJ, they made a cool box. We're going to do $75 bi-weekly for that. You might see that amount change because, in all honesty, I forgot to factor in that my father gives me $50 a pay period. He is currently purchasing my old car off of me. And obviously this is off by $9. So I'm not going to lie to you. I'll probably go to the bank and get that $59 just because I like to have my money where my money's at. But anyways, so we have $75 going towards group plays. We have $200 going towards scratchers. Scratch off's my game day. Makes it sound like I'm gambling. But that's split up $100 each week. And then for our tacos and tinies, we are doing $90 over the next 2 pay periods, so $45 a piece. And then we have Our Freebie Friday, which is my birthdays. It's the way that I save for all of the people in my life. We did 26. And then I feel like I'm going to hear a lot of and thens in here. So Christmas, which is my two lovely books, that gets anywhere between 60 to 65 per pay period. It technically needs 65 each pay period for all of 2025, but I started it in December. So we're a little ahead of the game. I pulled money and put money elsewhere because I wanted to see some other things filled up. So, that, and then we have our travel binder, which is 80. I might only be playing that once so like twice a month, not 4 times a month. We'll see how that works out. And then the rest of them, except for my wallet, are actual sinking funds that I'm trying to beef up. So we are starting with our car registration. I have made a lot of videos saying that I didn't owe money, and I actually got my taxes for North Carolina in the mail. Not like our end of the year taxes, like the registration tag taxes and everything, and I owe $400. So I think we have 142 in that envelope, but yeah. From there, we're putting $10 into pets because I knew that we would have a vet bill coming up, and my husband gets the bulk of everything. He gets $100 for his truck. And then in our monthly binder, you'll see a cash unstuffing. I'm trying to do more of a end of the month cash unstuffing, because doing credit card budgeting kind of gets a little wonky if you start pulling cash, but it hasn't hit the bank account yet. But we took my son a couple weeks ago, right before school started back up, to get a haircut. I will need to unstuff that. I will be completely transparent with you guys. I had to dial it back on some memberships that I'm on right now currently, because not only did we get a bill for my registration, but we got a bill for my car insurance that had prorated and increased for the last month of the year, and it was way more than we had budgeted for. So definitely going to need to be starting that You Never Know fund by Lils. She'll be tagged down below. So we have $5 going into subscriptions, shade budgets. I gotta make sure I'm beefing that up a little bit. We're gonna put 10 in there. And then family time. We just purchased the movie Wicked. First of all, why did you guys not tell me how freaking cool it was? I only made it an hour into it, but I had to stop because it was getting too late and your girl was tired. But I'm going to be picking it back up tonight. And I love it, but I also want to go do something with my family. It's been a little while since our oldest and our middle child and our youngest have been all together, and then my oldest, his girlfriend, will be coming over, and I just kind of want to spend some time with my family. I'm sure that I have no money in my family binder, but I want to put $5 in there at least, maybe, so that we can stand outside and look at something. And then my wallet. I'm not sure. I got a beautiful wallet from Vita's Budget. She was my Secret Santa, and she's a sweetheart. I think I might be changing the way that I do my wallet. So we'll see. I don't know. I haven't really thought it out yet. But so we're doing 5 in shopping, 20 in gas, which really needs 40, but it's all right. I'm just want to stretch it and see how far I can go. 10 in miscellaneous, and then 10 in extra groceries. So just to be transparent as well, our shared account that my husband and I have takes the brunt of our bills. So my money, once I pay bi-weekly, I give him anywhere between $1,200 and $1,400. He puts in a lot more into our shared account for bills, but I put a lot more money up to save for the family. So it is still a 50-50 split. He also is the breadwinner. I work part-time. So this is what my budget will look like. Stick around in the next couple days, or maybe even today. I might post a double whammy just because I've got a couple videos that I don't really know how to fit them in the lineup. So we'll see. But stick around to see how I cash stuff this. Thank you so much for hanging out with me. I hope you guys are having a lovely hump day.